Hello, lovelies, and happy hump day. I'm Terry True Crime, and welcome to Midday Missing, where we highlight current missing person cases that need more attention. Now, we live stream shows every Monday and Wednesday at noon Central, unless our lovely llama is live streaming a trial over on Couch Court. They are streaming a trial this week, but court is off today. So, thank you for joining me. Now, if you haven't yet, please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when we go live or drop a new episode. Now, if you're listening on the podcast app, please download and leave us a review. This helps others find our show. Now, if you need more of me and Llama, you can always find us doing something on our True Crime and Wine Time YouTube channel. And if you become a channel member, we have several levels, with the first just starting at 99 cents. As a channel member, you will get exclusive content, special emojis, happy hours with me and Mama, and much more depending on the level. Hello, Lady in Gray. Hello, Kelly P. and Michael. Kelly was just thinking about you because I also wanted to remind everybody October is Breast Cancer Month. We should spread awareness every month, but we do get a whole month to spotlight. As a breast cancer survivor, I am very thankful for all of the support I've gotten over the 20 plus years that since I've had it as a survivor. Very thankful, and to our community and those that we care about who are currently dealing with it, we are sending lots of love your way. So, Kelly, you are always in my thoughts and prayers. And to anyone else out there, whether you're going through it, a loved one, or you're a survivor, just know there are people thinking about you, praying about, you, all of those good things. So think pink, happy thoughts. Okay. Now, today, you know, I don't know why I say this, but these cases are hard. This first one is really hard. And I'm going to try to keep it together. Okay. I'm going to try to keep it together. But let's see how well I do, because we all know sometimes I struggle with that. But let's get started. So, guys, 4-year-old Tristen Allen Myers, lovingly known as Buddy, vanished on October 5th, 2000, from the rural Sampson County home he shared with his great aunt Donna in Roseboro, North Carolina. Now, that morning, while Donna was taking a nap, Buddy slipped out of the house with two of the family's dogs, a three-legged Chihuahua named Buck and a Doberman named Sasha. Now, the dogs did return home days later, but guys, Buddy was nowhere to be found. Now, I want to say, anyone that wants to start off shaming Aunt Donna for taking a nap and the 4-year-old slipping out, shame on you. They even had a buzzer. They had stuff in their house to try to prevent this and to be notified. But guys, we take naps. Kids do the craziest things, okay? Now, when Donna realized he was missing after her nap, she searched the property. Then she called 911. By that afternoon, volunteers were combing through the dense woods along Microwave Tower Road. Now, search efforts continued for days, expanding outward in wide circles through thick brush and small farm ponds. Now, since Buddy couldn't swim, there was fear he may have fallen into one of the ponds. Divers drained the ponds, cadaver dogs scoured the area, and they even scavenged a nearby auto salvage yard. Guys, no traces of the sweet little boy was found. Now, Buddy was last seen wearing a black t-shirt, blue jeans, and white tennis shoes. He had a scar on the left side of his neck, which was the result of a tragic earlier accident when his grandfather struck him with a car, leaving Buddy with a fractured leg and severe burns. Now, guys, I want you to take a look at this picture. Look at this little guy. Now, the picture in the middle is an age progressed photo of what possibly Buddy would look like today. Now, Buddy's life had been filled with hardship. He was born to a teenage mother, Raven Myers. She was just 15 years old when he was born. So, Buddy, he spent time living in multiple homes before his disappearance. Now, after his grandmother, who he was living with, fell seriously ill with liver disease, Buddy's great uncle John Myers and his wife Donna took him in, driving from North Carolina to bring him home. Now, it was on that drive that John gave him the nickname Buddy. Now, once they got Buddy settled, tests revealed Buddy showed signs of emotional and physical underdevelopment, and he struggled with behavioral changes. Guys, he had a rough start to his life, and this hurts my heart so bad, so bad. Um, uh-oh. So Michael says our youngest two would tag team us. The youngest stayed up all hours of the night, and the middle kid was up before sunrise. Mama had to sleep sometime. Yes, they do. Okay. They do. Well, hello, beautiful llama. Thank you for joining us. But guys, unfortunately, we all know kids go through trauma when they're younger, and it does cause behavioral issues. Now, in the months following the disappearance, searchers, psychics, and even television programs tried to help bring attention to Buddy's case. Tens of millions. Yes, guys, I had to go double check that stat, and I found it in 3 different places. Tens of millions of flyers were distributed nationwide. Now, Donna appeared on the Jenny Jones show. If that's not a throwback, I don't know what is, but that's a throwback. Now, over 1,000 tips were investigated by authorities and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. But guys, none of these tips led to answers. That's okay, guys. Keep calling in tips. Now, tragically, Buddy's mother, Raven, died in March 2004 after jumping from a moving truck in Fayetteville. Sounds like she had a rough time. Now, despite the years that have passed, those who loved Buddy, along with the community, continue to hold on to hope that he is still alive somewhere. Okay. Now, I want to tell you on my TikTok, we had posted that we were covering this case today. Somebody reposted it and made a comment. Please keep sharing. He is still missing and we miss him. If that is a family member and you are watching this, I want you to know my heart goes out to you. And I too agree. If he was deceased, his remains would have most likely been found by now. So I too hold on to hope that he is alive somewhere and that someone took him who wanted a child and he just doesn't know who he really is. I'm going to hold on to that because that's going to help me sleep at night, but we will do what we can to help get the word out. Now, if you have any information about the disappearance of Tristan Buddy Myers, please contact the Sampson County Sheriff's Office at 910-592-4141. He went missing in 2000, Kelly. So, I mean, guys, it's heartbreaking to think of this little one just going missing and nobody knowing where he is. Okay. If you know something, say something. And please go to our Facebook page, Midday Missing, share the missing person poster everywhere you can. Okay. Let's help keep Tristan's story alive. And just maybe if he is alive somewhere, he will see the picture. Somebody will see the picture and they will call somebody. Okay. Remember, if you want to remain anonymous, you can always go to fbi.gov/tips, I believe, and leave a tip anonymously. Okay. Now, if you know of a loved one, I should say, if you know of or you have a loved one and you're interested in having their story featured on an upcoming episode of Midday Missing, or if you want to come on for a live interview, please contact Amy, our producer, by emailing amy@tcwtmedia.com, or you can DM me or any of our social media pages, okay? Because we are here to share the story of the missings. And some of these cases are not covered very well nationally, so we may not know about them. So you can just send us their name and information if it's somebody from your area and you think there needs to be more coverage. Okay. Now, guys, this next case, it's actually a double case. Some people might say it's a throuple case, but I'm going to call it a double case, as the two young ladies are still missing. They were friends and somewhat went missing together. Now, 19-year-old Virginia, known as Jenny, Wood disappeared from Chocowinity in North Carolina in March 2007. Now, she was known to friends as quiet and shy. Now, Jenny was a Dean's List accounting major at Appalachian State University, where she was working hard towards her future. Tells you she was also smart, okay? Now, that spring, Jenny decided to spend spring break visiting her close friend Kelly Gaskins and her boyfriend Irvin Williams, who were supposedly thought to be in Brownsville, Texas. Now, both women were from Chocowinity and they had been close since high school. Now, Kelly had left town right after Christmas in 2006 with her boyfriend, Irvin Braxton Williams, and he was 23. Now, the last time Kelly's family heard from her was on or around January 15th, 2007, when she called her mother and told her that she and Irvin were in Matamoros, Mexico, working at a hotel. Now, it is the last time Kelly's mom heard from her. But guys, on March 10th, Virginia phoned a friend and said that she and Kelly were planning to go to Cancun, Mexico. That was the last time anyone heard from Jenny. Now, when she didn't return to school or show up for classes, her mother grew concerned, and on March 19th, she called the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office to file a missing persons report. Now, guys, I have so many questions like, how was Jenny in contact with Kelly? But Kelly's family hadn't heard from her since January. So was Kelly avoiding her family but talking to her friend? Did Kelly really not, did Jenny really not talk to Kelly? Or maybe it was someone else who texted? I have so many questions. I mean, I'm assuming they had cell phones. Were their cell phone records pulled? Now, I did find an article on Reddit that said Kelly's phone pinged in Monterrey, Mexico, but there was no links to a reputable source. So I don't know if that's a fact. Okay. I don't know. There is not tons of information on this case. Now, Jenny's black 2003 Nissan Sentra had North Carolina plates TTZ 6801, disappeared with her, and has never been recovered. Now, at the time, both Kelly Gaskins and Irvin Williams were also wanted by law enforcement. So Kelly for a simple probation violation, and Irvin for failure to appear in court on felony charges, including arson, burglary, assault, and drug possession. He had a reason to probably run to Mexico. Now, authorities did later come to believe that Kelly may also be in danger and have since listed her as an endangered missing person. So Jenny and Kelly are both listed as missing, where Irvin is not. So I find that interesting. Now, Virginia Jenny Wood was born November 11th, 1987. She was 5 foot 6 inches tall, weighed around 190 pounds. She had naturally brown hair, but it was dyed red. She had hazel eyes, and she did wear glasses. Now, Kelly Gaskin was born January 11th, 1988. She too was 19 at the time of her disappearance and was 5'3", weighed around 100 pounds. She was a little bitty thing. She had brown hair and brown eyes. Now, she has a tattoo of a sun with a peace sign on her right shoulder. So, both Jenny and Kelly, along with Irvin, remain missing. I couldn't find a lot about Irvin. I couldn't find any official missing person flyers on him, which, like I said, I find interesting. Okay. Or I need to learn to Google better. But the closest thing I could find on him was an article on Fandom that listed his information, but no official phone number or case number. So I don't believe he's listed officially as missing. Now, guys, how could two young women just up and vanish? Now, if they crossed into Mexico, as Jenny mentioned, authorities fear could have fallen victim to a cartel or another criminal enterprise along the Texas Mexico border. Now, guys, if they truly were in Matamoros, then I fear they will never be found. Okay. I went to Matamoros for spring break in 1989, which was the exact same time that Mark Kilroy went missing and was found deceased. He had been murdered in a human sacrifice. Okay. So it is safe to say Matamoros is not a place you want to visit. In fact, I checked as of today, the US has Matamoros listed at a level 2 due to kidnapping, crime, cartels, and terrorism. And guys, even back in 2006, 2007, it was not listed as a safe town due to the cartel, and it was listed as one of the most dangerous in Mexico. Okay. So if they are in Mexico hiding out, I hope they see this or see something posted about them and that they reach out to their family. If for some reason they felt they can't come home, your family misses you. They want you to get in touch with them. And if something bad happened to them, I truly hope the family can get answers, the remains are found, and the people who harmed them get the justice they deserve, which means going to prison. But guys, if you have any information regarding the disappearance of Virginia Wood or Kelly Gaskins, please contact the North Carolina Bureau of Investigation at 252 756 4755. Or you can reach out to the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office at 252 946 7111. And remember, if you're scared, especially if something bad happened to them and you know something, you can always, like I said, fbi.gov/tips. You can do an anonymous tip. You are right, Michael. Adolfo Costanza killed Mark. Horrible, horrible case. Crazy to think I was in Padre and I had gone across the border at the same time as Mark. I mean, beer was cheap. There were shows, a lot of clubs. A lot of Americans did it, especially people from Texas. Now, guys, no matter why they went to Mexico, okay, some people have said maybe they were going looking for drugs. It doesn't matter. They still have loved ones who are missing them and they want them found. Okay. So keep your judgment to yourself. Yes, Michael, it freaked me out. And then when his remains were found, I was very thankful that I did not stay in Matamoros past dark. I wasn't as brave as I am now. I was a scaredy cat and wanted to go back to my hotel. And I'm glad that I did. Now, I know I normally give tips. I am not going to give you any tips today. I am going to ask you to please, even if you're not on Facebook or you don't like Facebook, go get our missing person flyer for these cases and please share them on whatever social media you have. I believe we also share them on Instagram and TikTok. I'm not sure about that, but if we don't, I will see that we start doing that. Okay. Now, our Midday Missing pages are just for missing person cases. We share our posters as well as others we verify. It's not the place where we hang out and have fun. Our other channels like Terry True Crime or True Crime and Wine Time is where you will find the fun, silly stuff. Okay. That's just the way we want to keep Midday Missing serious. Now, if you're on TikTok, I am starting to do more on TikTok. So head on over and you can follow Terry True Crime over there. Now, I want to thank you all for joining me. It really means a lot to me. It means a lot to the families. So if you could also share this video, it truly helps. Okay. We have family members who reach out and say thank you. So it truly means something. If it was up to me and if I was independently wealthy, I would dedicate every waking moment to helping these families. Unfortunately, can't do that. So let's do the little bit that we can to help these families. Okay. Now, if you're new here and you're not aware of True Crime and Wine Time, it is where we live stream every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, and we offer weekly deep dives into some of the most shocking true crime cases, perfectly paired with wine or something cool to drink. Now, this week, we are covering the case of All Duckies Go to Heaven, the devastating tale of Judith Barcy. And guys, it is, it's crazy. Kelly P, it's funny you mentioned Chase Lackey. I actually have on my to-do list to call Chase's dad. We were planning on doing an in-person live show in November. The venue has said that doesn't work for them. So if we can't secure another date, then I will do a live stream just on Chase Lackey. So planning to do that in November since Chase's birthday is in November. So update coming on that. Okay. Thank you for asking and thank you for thinking about him. Now, don't forget, if you are a channel member, we have our weekly TMI that streams every Friday night. And trust me when I say, you don't want to miss this show. It is truly unhinged and you will be laughing the whole time. There is nothing serious. There is no death. There's none of that. Okay. And this Friday, they made me draw something. Okay. And just going to tell you guys, I cannot draw to save my life. So just that's going to be comical. Now, the first Friday of every month, TMI streams for the public, but the rest of the month is just for channel members. Okay. Like I said, you can become a channel member for as little as 99 cents. Okay. Um, I do want to ask all of you to please stay safe, stay aware. If you see something, say something. Don't be afraid to call in a tip. If you're scared to reach out to the FBI, if you're scared to call, make a fake Facebook profile using a blocked browser. Send us a message. I will be more than happy to pass that tip along. Okay. I get that it's scary, especially when there's potential cartel, drug gangs. You're scared of somebody. I totally get it. But most importantly, let's share these stories so that these loved ones can hopefully get their family member back. Now, I will see you all on Thursday night. Bye, guys.